Fight Network.
What's up, and yo, what's up? This is your boy, Deacon Django, and we, ladies and gentlemen, are back again with another episode of The Devil's Advocate. And hey, listen, I want to congratulate and thank everybody for joining us again. We are here in the new year, 2018. That is 2018. And we are back again. I want to thank everybody. This will be our third anniversary year for the Devil's Advocate. You know, head this how time flies like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know it, you old and gray.
I know. Oh, so you just going to talk? You don't have no gray, bro. So what you trying to do? You trying to throw some shade on me about my gray? Oh, you shade yours off? That's why you got the bald head, huh? Okay. Well, I like my mom to make me look distinguished. Like a savage, you know. So I want to thank everybody again for joining us. Happy New Year for those of us joining. This is our first show of the 2018 season. And I want to thank everybody for joining us in today. We have had quite an eventful couple of days. And, well, especially in the room, huh? Yeah, we've had a quite eventful couple of days, and I want to thank everybody for joining us today. And, of course, sitting across from me is my main man, Mr. Head Sanford. Talk to everybody, young man.
What's up?
All right. And, well, I guess she late. You know, black folks on CPT time again. That's subversive. I guess she'll make it here sometime today. She had the itis, so hopefully we'll get her in today so I can talk bad about her today. And, of course, I'm in on the wheels of steel over here. The proverbial angry black man, Mr. Super Dave. Sup? Oh. What's going on, my man? How is? Oh, I'm sorry. You did Kwanzaa just officially ended. How was your Kwanzaa?
It was Kwanzaa wish.
Kwanzaa?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like the little koala bear.
Enjoying it. Yeah. Enjoying
Well, that was Qantas. That wasn't Kwanzaa. That was Qantas with the little koala bears. Fly Kwanzaa. So
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
You don't remember the little commercial back in the 70s with Qantas Airlines with the little koala bear? You don't remember that?
No.
Every time we say Qantas, I think about that little koala bear. But the airline was called Qantas. That was an Australian airline.
We need to put Drop Squad on you.
Okay. So we are.
Some of y'all won't get that. But
just
I got Google it. The movie Drop Squad.
I got
okay?
it. I definitely got it.
Great movie, by the way.
Boy, it's always something with Dave, boy, I tell you.
A couple of them I know could use a Drop Squad right now.
Yeah, especially if you saw
Ben
that
Carson.
video I posted last night about that clown. What's his name? Marcus Weaver. Did you see that? Okay. Side note while we get ready to go into our post. You see this clown talking about Donald Trump has been the greatest president for black folks? Did you see that? Oh, it'll make you upset. And he's on right-wing news or whatever the hell he's doing. And he was up there. I mean, he's on there with his rusty, dusty, this little crispy, crunchy, crackety coon.
Well, he could be making a point that he doesn't realize that he's making. Okay? Because he's right. Because here's why. Because if we follow what's going on in the black communities across this country since its election, it's been re-energized. Okay? At the voting booth. Right. And he's right. Maybe that inspiration of Donald Trump getting elected will get people to start getting out to vote and understand how important that is. You know, he could have a point. He's what do they say when you ignorantly back into a legitimate point and don't realize it? That's what he did.
Well, I just think he's ignorant. But
what was he saying the reasons were, though?
He was just saying that if you look around, jobs are created, the stock market. First of all, how many black people you know have anything invested in the stock market? One is not 401k that sits on. You know.
Not many. I do, but I know it's a whole.
You got to realize also the stock market began in 2009 when Obama took over. So and by the way, he was taking over a recession.
Right.
That recession was officially over in 2013 thanks to Obama.
Right.
So anything that is being by the way, they didn't want to give him any credit.
Of course, they didn't want to give him any credit.
But all of a sudden, now you want to give Trump credit for the stock market, which is a bunch of crap. So
right, and they're basically doing it off of forecasting anyway, because he's going to bring back jobs.
But here's the bottom line: is this past month we had the slowest job rate since.
Oh, wait a minute!
Y'all didn't know that, did you?
No, I knew we had
this
it in
past
September.
Month,
I knew
this
we
was
did
the slowest job creation month since Trump took office. What's going on here? Oh, and by the way, gas prices are about to go up.
Yep, gas prices have been going up.
Yeah. So here's your trickle-down economics for you.
Oh, yeah, it's called they're pissing on you. That's what we call it.
Exactly.
Yep.
At least with Democrats, they'll give you an umbrella. But
the point, back to the guy you were talking about, we got to be careful. Because, see, there are a lot of black folks out here who are espousing Donald Trump, and it's so ironic that and I've said it over and over again. Dr. Boyce Watkins, as a matter of fact, posted something on Facebook yesterday about, and I've said it. Look, black people, the government has never done anything for black people. So what makes you think that they're doing anything for black people now? Mm-hmm. So if you're depending on the government to come and save you, then you shouldn't. And with that being said, I know y'all are going to have a Black Panther night. Are y'all still?
Yes, we're doing Black Panther.
Mm-hmm. So here's my challenge to black people who are listening. All right,
Black Panther people.
Just like you're going to spend money to go see Black Panther, there are a whole lot of white folks going to benefit from that.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's true.
So take some of that money, and since you love Black Panther, go take some of that money to black businesses.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay? So spend some if you're going to take, because, hey, I'm going. I can't wait to see
Black Panther. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to see it 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
But also think about black businesses as you go to Black Panther and say, hey, look, let's continue to change this mindset of how we spend our money, because that's the key right now.
Right.
All right. So, and that's what white folks are scared of, because black folks are beginning to wake up. It's slow, but
it's been slow for about, let's say, like 400 years.
Right. But then too, you got to thank a lot of the young people, but you got to thank a lot of the warriors out there. I tell people all the time, y'all go pray, I'll go stand guard. I'm a warrior.
Oh, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So though there are a lot of warriors across this country who have been standing guard waiting for the signal. Signal's happening. That signal was Donald Trump, I guarantee you. Mm-hmm. So we're about to launch a campaign called One Vote, Black Vote, where those of you out there who said, hey, my vote doesn't count, I want you to vote one more time.
Vote one more time.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Vote one more time. So let's choose an issue that we can identify together, and I want you to go to the polls and vote, and let's see if it makes a difference.
All right.
Because that will scare the hell out of white people. Mm-hmm. All right. Because see, right now they know they're losing power. That's why they're doing all this. That's why Donald Trump was elected, to show y'all that we still in control.
Show them good old black folks.
See,
there,
that's what it's all about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get on
some
myself.
cotton, boy.
But I noticed that a lot of people who voted for Obama didn't show up.
Well, no, they didn't. But you saw the difference in the Doug Jones
in the Doug Jones election.
Right. So, but my point being is that we as black people have got to continue to wake up. Because there are a lot of black preachers running around here talking about espousing the virtues of Donald Trump.
Yep.
Well, number one, how could you even as a minister, whether you're black or white, even espouse any virtues of this man? Because based on what we know, he has none. Okay? Mm-hmm. So how can you say that he is better for your people?
I can't get into the evangelicals because they did a whole.
But it's not just evangelicals. It's black preachers right here in Little Rock.
Evangelicals too.
You see that I know that
do it.
Some of them I went to college with, some of them went to high school with. Black that are now preachers.
Well, yeah, I know I had to kick a couple out of my family.
Okay, that claim that Donald Trump is the second coming. Oh, well, let me ask you, who was the first coming for black people?
Right.
It has never happened.
Nope.
So for you to be running around here saying Donald Trump is the next best thing since sliced bread for black people, I mean, it's one of those times where you just want to go over there and just give him an open face slap. And in the street we call it something else.
Yeah,
just pow.
Give him backhand. Give him. I call him a 2-piece. That's what you get. You get 2 pieces, $2. But see, now this is what it is, because it's these bourgeois Negroes. It's always what it's been. It's these Negroes that think that they believe in the illusion of inclusion, and they've always felt that. Well, if we just get our money up, we can be like white folk and just have it good. What's wrong? Why are we gonna run away? Massa was better than what we had here. See, and that's the issue. It's this issue of as long as we get this money with these white folks, they're going to treat us the same. Now, we can argue that point when we talk about finances, but just because you go live in a $500,000 house doesn't make you equal to these folks.
Right.
Just because you have a BMW, a Mercedes, an Audi, and a Range Rover in your thing, you are still a Negro.
Yeah, because one of my friends had just bought a house in Maumelle, and they was just about to move in it. They was called the police.
Been to cabin lately?
But I mean, that thing you said about it, the illusion of inclusion is important, because you think that if you buy the same things that they do,
right.
If you walk the way they do, if you think the way they do, if you marry their women or you marry their men, then you will be like them. And at the end of the day, you always – this is what I always ask people like that. Mm-hmm. So when you're in your car and that police officer pulls out behind you, does your heart get in your mouth? And if it does, and I know it does.
Start playing gospel.
Okay, right. I know it does. Then that illusion of inclusion that you think you have is really a panacea.
Today. You see him? He giving me them eyes over there.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
He giving me them eyes like.
I have full disclosure. My son left today, so I'm gonna really be wrong black focus today. So I'm just letting y'all know.
Okay, so that's the whole point, and that's what I had the gist about when we had our last show about the girl that went to what was it, Saks Fifth Avenue, and bought the Louis Vuitton purses. That's my thing. Okay, look, black folks. Oh, ain't nothing. I got a friend. Ain't nothing wrong with liking nice stuff. Okay, first of all, who said it had to simply be nice because it has a name? See, that's the value that you're attaching to a piece of canvas.
Right.
That, it had Louis Vuitton, so that means it must be nice. Mm-hmm. It is expensive, so it means it must be nice. Now, but my point is, you want to be so much like them. You've attached your value to what somebody else tells you is valuable to you.
Right.
But then you go in the store, and then you buy the stuff, and then you can't even get out the store without getting stopped.
Well, that's like to remember the Milwaukee Bucks player who was going to the jewelry store in Milwaukee, and they wouldn't open the door and then he still wanted to buy stuff from them. Or who was the rapper? Remember a few months ago who went in this store and
they stopped him.
And he wanted to prove to them, and he ended up buying
pulled out his money,
$1,000 worth of stuff. But see, again, that's that ignorance.
Yeah.
Because I never understood, and again, that's why I tell people, they always say, well, if you'd have been in slavery, you'd have been different. No, I'd have been a dead slave, and a lot of them would have been dead. Okay, I know that. Oh, that's in my DNA. I'm sorry,
that's just in your DNA.
That's in my DNA. Okay, so
you'd have killed the
man. The point being is that at some point you've got to start thinking about self-preservation.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And when you talk self-preservation, that has to extend out to your village, the people, your family, your friends, okay? And if you don't begin to do that, you're going to continually be abused. And we're seeing this every day in our community, is that we don't understand that, hey, look, there are tools available for us to make things happen. Mm-hmm. Give you an example. Monday night, what's happening? The national championship game for football.
I forgot about that.
He watches NBA.
70% of the people that are playing in that game are going to be black.
Yeah.
What would happen? What would happen if they simply said, hey, look, my kids are not going to play tonight?
Right.
How quickly would that change? Because, see, they understand economics. Mm-hmm. We don't. We understand symbolism. Let's go take the flag down. Mm-hmm. That makes me feel good, that flag enough. Let's go take that statue down.
But you haven't changed the mindset.
But you have not changed the mindset.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And until you start affecting their dollars, because think about it. What was the most powerful weapon in the 60s? It wasn't the marches.
Protest.
It was an economic boycott.
Yep, the economic protest.
But see, we don't understand history and the power of history and how to use those tools in history to make change. Because, look, our number one resource are our children. Mm-hmm. If we simply said, son, you're not playing in that game Saturday. Okay?
Yeah, make a couple of them go home broke.
Part of the reason Gary Bohannon didn't go to Arkansas, I guarantee you, is that people on the outside, recruiters, and I know this to be true, were saying, you don't want to go to Arkansas.
Oh, hell no.
They don't like black quarterbacks.
All you need to say is
that's Northwest Arkansas. Yep. That's KKK country.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You think recruiters don't do that? Yeah, they do.
Dang.
So the point is that if black people don't understand the power of their children, because it was our children in the 60s who were fighting. It wasn't grown people. We were still going to work. I mean, our family was still going to work.
Right.
It was children that were out there in the streets fighting. If we don't understand that, then we're lost. Yeah. And that's the problem.
And stop buying that Louis Vuitton bag. That's all I
I mean, look, that's why I said, you're going to go to Black Panther. You loving Black Panther so much, take some of that money and go to a black business.
Yeah.
You know, see, part of what we're going to do in that one vote, black vote thing is this, is that we're going to pick a Saturday and we're going to target some black businesses. And we're going to load up in cars and we're going to bum rush that business. Even if they run out, we're going to give them our money.
Okay.
That's what we got to do, man.
Yeah, we need a list around here because I don't know.
Well, and that's the point. We will develop that list because if we're going to solve the situation that's going on in the black community, number one, we have to be able to hire black children.
Right.
Okay. We got to hire them. We know they're not hiring them every summer. The black teen unemployment rate is triple that of the regular teen rate.
Right.
It's 40-50% in some areas.
Right.
Okay. So what's going on? They banging and slanging.
Right.
You give them a job, those kids don't want to be out there. So that's what we've got to start doing is putting our money with our mouth and say, hey, look, let's take care of our own. They do it every day. They just did it with that tax bill. They just took care of their own.
Yeah, they took care of their own.
How many black people you think gonna benefit from that tax bill?
Unless they basketball players, football players, none. And that's what 0.01%
That's my point.
Of black people.
They took care of their own.
Yeah,
so why is it that we don't take care of our own? We talk a good game.
Time bags. That's why we ain't taking care of them. You know what? I see Subversive. She's fashionably late today. So we getting ready to go to a commercial. And then we get ready to come back. You know what I'm saying? And we will be back and we're going to get into the subject about New Year Old Me right here at the Devil's Advocate.
Do you have a business or are you looking to start a business? Do you need more customers and traffic to your website? Visit ourblackbusiness.com and sign up for free tips and strategies on how to grow or start your business. Our Black Business has free information on marketing, website design, website traffic, acquiring customers, affiliate programs, and so much more. All of our information is free of charge. So please visit ourblackbusiness.com today.
Support, traffic tickets, criminal matters, family, wills, estates, and probate matters. Call Jimmy C. Morris of the Morris Law Firm here in Little Rock, Arkansas. An aggressive powerhouse attorney that will fight for you. Call him 7 days a week from Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and from Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekend appointments are also available. And also, check out Jimmy Morris on The Devil's Advocate once a month for our infamous Ask the Attorney segment as he talks about social, political, and legal issues. Check him out, and his dedicated staff of professionals will fight for justice for you. Again, that's the Jimmy C. Morris Law Firm. His number is 501-319-7647. That's the Jimmy C. Morris Law Firm. His number is 501-319-7647. Call him.
Mrs. Subversive is in here. You bring some snacks. I saw you walk in the door with some grub.
No, that was my breakfast.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see that, right? Her breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Her breakfast. You heard that, right? That's
I could speak, but I need a cinnamon roll.
Thank you. That's because I think we're depleted because of your breakfast. See what I'm saying about black folks, man? You know what I'm saying? Now, how I like it, sure, they're going to do. But anyway, so we're in today, and we are talking about, let's go to the topic, which is New Year Old Me. Now, how many times, and this is one of our cliches, I think it's so funny, we see these on social media all the time. When we talk about people saying they get ready to go into the new year as a new them, we putting everything behind us. Of course we are. So my thing about it is, what are some of the things you think that people do that you think that they try to cliche and they just go into the new year and they just simply don't change? Didn't I say last year that we need to stop with the eyebrows? Didn't I just say that?
Yeah.
And people still doing their eyebrows, right? Mm-hmm. Didn't I talked about that. So it's funny because that cliche is kind of like the year itself. You know, in the new year sound, it's the symbolism. When the new year starts, it's a little bouncing baby boy, right?
Right.
And then by the time you get to December, it's an old man. So basically what has happened is that year has gotten old, and the stuff that you have went through in that year has also gotten old. Right. So people start off in January the 1st as something new. It's a new bouncing baby boy again. And I'm going to let you know, it's going to be New Year, same me, because I ain't changing. Okay? I'm just letting you know, it's just what it is. So my thing about it is that people really don't change when they talk about a new year. All they do is kind of shuffle the deck with the people that come in their lives. I mean, I think at a certain age, people are just who they are, you know. And once people are just who they are, it just depends on what kind of game they try to run with the people they bring through the course of their year. So when we look at the symbolism of New Year, you know, New Year, old me, a lot of times it's just people just tired of running through that circle and like, well, I'm going to find me a new set of friends. No next buttons. Okay. So, I mean, do you agree, Head Seven, that you think that people just, they say New Year, new me, and I think by the time February come around, by the time Valentine's Day get here, you can realize that they ain't did nothing.
Well, everybody say that. I mean, we gonna change this, we gonna change that, and then we fall off. You know, that's everybody does.
People don't have the determination, the gusto, right?
Right. You should be changing. You shouldn't wait till the New Year. You should be immediately
Thank
doing
you.
that.
You should be changing every day, don't
right.
you think?
Uh-huh.
Don't you think? Don't sit around wait to get 2 weeks before Christmas, realize, well, I need to make a change.
Right.
You need to make a change every day. Every day you should be changing a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then now you want to wait. You want to put a day on it. Well, I'm waiting to 12 o'clock, December 3rd. Well, 12:01 to be exact. And now I want to make a new me. Should have made a new you on December 16th at 3:45 when you thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's getting close to Christmas. I need to find out who I'm cutting off this year. Boy, shut up. You ain't cutting off nobody. All you do is you'll be mad at him for about 6 months, then you'll be sitting around here talking to him again. So talk to us, Subversive. How you cut people off?
Well, you know, personally, I've never had a problem cutting people off. And I have actually done it, but it didn't have anything to do with...
Well, can you cut off your breakfast and give us some of them cinnamon rolls over there?
I don't have any cinnamon rolls. It was a little sandwich from Starbucks so I could take my medicine. Oh. That's all. You know, I just feel like a lot of times, nine times out of 10, we all know the resolution thing, the new year, the new me, it does have a tendency to not happen a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. But, you know, sometimes people do actually make changes. Change is an ongoing process. I just feel like change should be something that we always do. You know, change. There's a daily opportunity for change. If things aren't serving you, change it. If you feel like you need to do better, change it. Try to do better. I don't buy into the whole new year, new me. Now, don't get me wrong. I had to get past my season of gluttony, which was the holiday season. And I didn't.
That people will change. The diet.
Yeah. So I didn't say that. I didn't. Well, I didn't say that I was going to diet, blah, blah, blah. But I know how to eat in a healthy manner and eat correctly. And I said what I said was I'm going to work towards getting back to that.
Yeah, and we're going to work on that.
But therefore,
we leave here and go to lunch.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lock myself into I'm going to make some great change, you know, because if they're serving margaritas at lunch, it's full of sugar and alcohol. I will have one. If I see some yummy food, I am going to eat it. But you know, like I said, I'm going to try to do better. I didn't say I'm going to try to change. I just said I'm going to try to do better. But I'm not going to lock myself into.
I didn't say nothing about no margaritas. Now
I'm just saying.
Water with a lemon. Margaritas.
I'm just saying, you know.
Black folks.
Go to Chewy's, great margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give her no idea, bro. Don't give her.
Y'all haven't been to Chewy's?
Yes.
Oh.
But this one here. Because I asked them where they wanted to go.
That's all they have is good margaritas. I don't like their food.
No, that food is fantastic. It's
Yeah.
the best.
Really?
It's the best Tex-Mex place in Little Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than all of these others.
I guess
Well,
I wasn't just me.
It's good though.
You know, I eat a lot of Tex-Mex all over the
You get
country.
free cheese dip. Okay.
Yeah, I don't particularly care about the cheese dip. I like, anyway,
You like that alcohol?
the margaritas,
Them alcoholic
the
libations.
sangrias.
The sangria. See,
I'm just saying.
Now I got a radio show full of alcoholics. So my thing about it is, so as you were saying, you're right. People do now the physical transformations people they may work on. But, then again, when people do a physical transformation, it's still the same old person in the same old shell. And then again, the physical transformation may be good until, how can I say it? I want to say Valentine's Day, because a lot of people, don't eat chocolates anymore like they used to. But they will go out for that steak and lobster, won't they?
Yeah. Yep.
With the drawn butter. Add extra butter. And while you at it, give me a couple more of them rolls from Texas Roadhouse. They're so good, aren't they? It's like the crack. Whoever made them, God praise them, because they're so good.
You get pulled off that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
No, I had to do the black thing. I had to make sure I get a half dozen when I leave. Because, I even a bribe, she'll give me like 2 dozen. I'm like, I'll throw a little extra tip in there. If you give me like, throw an extra couple. But they're so good. They just get y'all emotional. I mean, I'm just saying. So, here's the thing. I think that when we talk about people sitting around here doing the old me, and I hate that. I hate one thing I cannot stand on social media. Stop talking about who you getting ready to cut off. Stop it. Because I'm going to tell you now, if you're talking about you're going to cut someone out, they probably should have cut you off a couple of years ago. Stop putting people in your life that is a toxic waste drain. Okay? If you're going to cut somebody off, look, first of all, stop sleeping with their man. Pay them back. You know what I'm saying? Give them back their lawnmower you borrowed that you had in your house for 3 years. Okay? And stop talking about them to your friends. Okay? That way you don't have to worry about cutting people off. Because that's why I said we talk so much about that. Here's the thing. If you really think you're making a change, should you not have to really make a change for 2019? Don't you think if you're really making the necessary changes in your life, why are you making these so-called necessary changes just to have to go out and put another meme for 2019? So the question is, you really didn't make any changes, did you? You just set up on Facebook, said something that sounded good, so people would say, oh, my God, they're deep. They're going to cut some people off. Now people up here where I saw somebody sit up here the other day and talk about, if you're still on my Facebook list, you made the cut.
I hate when people do that.
And I'm like, I don't think I would have missed you anyway.
I'm going to clean up my Facebook and I'm going to start just delete people. I mean, we ain't going to lose those sleep over.
Right. I don't think I was going to miss you anyway. You know what I'm saying? You made the cut. I'm like, who is you? Oh, you're there. How you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and I mean, I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm just saying that to be mean that some things don't need to be announced. Killers move in silence.
Right.
I mean, if I want to do something to somebody, I just do it. I don't even tell them about it. We don't have to discuss it. So my thing, and here's the thing. Once you've kind of have gotten known for making announcements about stuff, it kind of takes away the actual sting of you actually doing it. It's like the wife that I was talking about. You keep on acting up, I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave. I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to leave. You do this again, I'm going to leave. At the eventually, the husband's going to be like, okay, go. You know what I'm saying? How long you think you're going to keep using that? So, people need to stop talking about this, hanging it over heads, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. Change yourself. Change yourself to be a good people. Change yourself that people want to naturally migrate to your positive energy. You understand what I'm saying? Now for this year, okay, I'm gonna make my resolution. This year it's gonna be one goat. I'm gonna let the other goat get to, because it's hard for me to upkeep them because they eat me out of the house and I don't eat goats. So I'm just gonna do the one goat, good little shade of fur, and that's gonna be what it is. So that's my resolution for this year. So okay, so versus what's your resolution for the year? Is it an attainable one? Is it a what we call practical one?
Yes, mine are always attainable and practical. Like I said, I just want to do better with my diet, and I want to try to get back to my pre knee surgery, physical activity level. I don't have any great outstanding goals or anything like that. Like it's the same me. I'm not going to change, but I want to improve my health some. That's my main focus.
Oh, you're going to torture people some more this year. Okay.
It is what it is. But, that's my main goal right now. So that's about it. Nothing earth-shattering.
Head Sanford, what about you, bro?
Diet. I got to get my diet in order.
No, bro. I didn't see you eat, bro. No, just try something more tangible. What else? You know?
That's about it. Everything else I've been working on all the time. So.
Let me add something else. I'm gonna drink more.
So you're gonna be an alcoholic more than you are already.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just gonna drink more. I think I should partake of more
water
spirits.
or the devil's syrup. Which one?
I'm just gonna drink more. What's in the cup is my business.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, you're gonna be an alcoholic. We're going AA for first. We're going to have to provide medical plans up here. What about you, Super Dave? What are you gonna do? Because I know this black man got some serious. So what you gonna do that's gonna help us, especially help yourself, and why we benefit the black community? What are you gonna do?
Are you talking about like a New Year's resolution?
No, because I know you. You got.
I don't make
it's an everyday resolution
right,
with you.
So
what are you gonna do more this year that you haven't done maybe last year?
I'm gonna raise more hell.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I do.
That's what you do.
That's what I'm charged to do for the rest of my life.
So you like us? You're an habitual line stepper, basically.
Whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna bring the fire.
Bring the fire, okay. Mm-hmm. And this is what we're doing for Devil's Advocate this year. We're going to jump up more. I've always told people at the Devil's Advocate here, we are always growing, and it's amazing to me. And I want to really take time because I don't get to do this enough because I work a lot. I want to take some time out to really send praise out to my administrative staff. You had Sanford and Ron Don and Nikki Green and poor old Wendell Gray. Yeah, that's my dude, but he just catches hell all over the place and hit our roof. Yeah, my boy Wendell and all of them and Lisa and all them. I don't take enough time to celebrate my administrative staff, but my room basically runs on its own. Devil's Advocate runs on its own, and I have a lot to thank you guys for that because the captain is only as great as his crew, including my co-host, you Subversive, you Head Sanford. I don't take enough time to do that because I have watched our room grow so much and get so active, and how we engage people into debates. And, of course, the mudslinging and the shade sessions are always great, too, because it shows me that people are really interested. And this year, we're going to try to step it up a notch. I've been trying to work on things to kind of step it up more a notch this year. Okay, here's what I want my advocates, those of y'all that are listening in, to do. This year, we're going to try to be more visible. Of course, I've been working with my man Langston Carr, who's also one of our co-hosts part-time whenever I can get him in here. And his head ain't beating up a sweat too, to go ahead. We're going to try to go back into the jokes and quarter notes. We're going to try to do that. Those were great things we did in our first year and our second year that we're going to try to do. We're also doing movie night because I want to talk about me and Subversive. We went out to Roby Warren. He's a great guy on our entertainment end division. And we did the karaoke, and we started out with a lot of people because it was really cold that night. I believe it was cold.
It was cold.
It was cold. It was cold.
Like
it was
stupid cold.
And
yes.
Black folks, we tropical folk, but it was cold that night. And for real talk, we had people come out there and we had a actual great time. Mm-hmm. We had a great time. And that's like I said last week, people always want to complain, ain't nothing to do in Little Rock. Well, probably it's because none of y'all want to get out and do anything.
Exactly.
So here it is. We've got a month and a half to get Black Panther down. I don't want to hear nothing about, we ain't got enough people to get up here and get in the movie studio. And, everybody talking about they want to go see it. We're going to work it out to get discount night. We're going to go there and have games, prizes, shenanigans. Django always provides something nice for the folks. Mm-hmm. Now it's time for people, if you want to really put Devil's Advocate, put it on the map because the room is only as great as the people that participate in it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So this year we really want to take it up a notch for us, guys. And that's my resolution this year, to really put this show on a bigger spotlight than just Little Rock. I mean, naturally, we broadcast all over the country here at JoinNet, but I really want to put us all over the map because we have people that are actually engaged and involved, and there's no reason why we shouldn't have a voice. You understand what I'm saying? So I want to thank you guys for that. Of course, we the website is done. Of course, I know Head Sanford will talk to me. When he gets some time in his schedule, He's going to work on us a Devil's Advocate app. Yeah, that would be kind of grown and sexy right there. Uh-huh. We're going to have us a Devil's Advocate app. So we are now working on, of course, Black Panther, which, of course, Uncle Dave was talking about. Black Panther. I want to see participation, rear ends and seats, so we can have us a great time. And then we're going to be working on the next function. And then I want us to do a Devil's Advocate cruise one of these days. Black folks, yes, a cruise. where we can go out on the ocean and do a live show. Wouldn't that be great? Black folks, get up and participate. Get up here and get as active and passionate about something as you do about going to the store buying those Louis Vuitton bags. Let's do it. Okay? So that's another way we're going to go this year. And I would really like for all of us, and like I said, I want to take time out to really just compliment my crew. Because really, I mean, I never saw doing this 3 years we were going to be where we were at. But we still got a lot of way to go. So we're going to take us a break, and then let me see what time we got here. We're going to go trending. We're going to go and talk about some stuff that's been going on this week. So we will be back, folks. Just a minute. Devil's Advocate.
No place you can go. Hey, hey, hey. It's time to put your hands up.
Having issues with child support, traffic tickets, criminal matters, family, wills, estates, and probate matters? Call Jimmy C. Morris of the Morris Law Firm here in Little Rock, Arkansas, an aggressive powerhouse attorney that will fight for you. Call him 7 days a week from Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and from Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekend appointments are also available. And also, check out Jimmy Morris on The Devil's Advocate once a month for our infamous Ask the Attorney segment as he talks about social, political, and legal issues. Check him out, and his dedicated staff of professionals will fight for justice for you. Again, that's the Jimmy C. Morris Law Firm. His number is 501-319-7647. That's the Jimmy C. Morris Law Firm. His number is 501-319-7647. Call him.
Do you have a business or are you looking to start a business? Do you need more customers and traffic to your website? Visit ourblackbusiness.com and sign up for free tips and strategies on how to grow or start your business. Our Black Business has free information on marketing, website design, website traffic, acquiring customers, affiliate programs, and so much more. All of our information is free of charge, so please visit ourblackbusiness.com today.
All right, party people, we are back again with the Devil's Advocate. Let's see what's been going on here. I know what, Dave. I know you got some good stuff to talk about. Is there anything that, in particular, that comes to your mind that has went out this week?
Well, I was proud of the people who went the entire season and didn't watch any NFL.
See what I'm saying? That's just shade. Why you got to do that?
I was very proud of you all. I know some of you all capitulated and gave in, but I'm proud to say
I didn't give in. My team sucks.
You know, I'm proud to say that I didn't post anything about the NFL.
Yes, you did.
I actually do a sports show. I did not cover games. I did not talk the NFL. I will not watch the playoffs, nor will I watch the Super Bowl. So, and a lot of people followed suit on that. So.
But guess who will watch the playoffs and watch the Super Bowl? How about them Cowboys?
Well, after I heard that they didn't make it again, I was throwing shade on them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they're so easy. Look at this one over here rolling her eyes. I know your team didn't make it.
No, I'm not sad. They don't write me a check. It's good.
Oh,
yeah, I'm an unpaid fan. Therefore, I'm wishy-washy.
Whenever
Whenever they send me a check, I get lovey-dovey. But there's no check in the mail.
But you have, not to be in your business, but you have a family member that plays in the NFL, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I have a nephew that plays for the Patriots.
And so,
this year, typically I am, I've been a football fan my whole life, and I love watching the NFL and this and that. But this year has been a year since last year, I just haven't had much time for entertainment. This has been the first year of my NFL season of my life. I can honestly say I could care less. I've had my own things going on, and like I said, that check just didn't come in the mail. So my fandom was weak. This whole season I just wasn't there. And as far as
when I would call you and roast you about the Cowboys losing,
if you notice, I never had an answer.
But I'm still do it, right?
I mean, I could, if it makes you, if you like it, I love it. But and plus having a nephew who this past NFL season season, he has been with 3 different teams. He's been on practice squad. He's been on the roster. He's having a great time. He's living his dream. And, like I told him, don't feel, because what it is they can move you from practice squad to roster week to week. The only difference is your pay. So, and the fact that you can go into the game. So, he's got his head on his shoulders. He could care less whether he plays or not because he's living his dream. Right. He's doing something that a very small percentage of our males get to do. Right. Like and even at the lowest pay scale, he's making, twice what most of us make in a month. You see where I'm coming from?
I need to see my old bucket out there be on practice. But I need that paper.
He's been.
I got a house to buy. I need the paper.
Yeah, he's living his dream, and he said the whole experience itself is just absolutely amazing. To dream about something since you were a child, and then to be able to live it as an adult. Yeah. I think that's awesome. Yeah,
it is.
I think it's awesome. So I'm very proud of him, and I could care less what team he plays for.
Unless it's the Cowboys.
Well, I could care less what team he plays for. He's family, and I'll support my nephew wherever he goes.
Okay, I mean, and you should.
Yeah.
But if he goes to the Cowboys, I want you to know, I'm gonna roast him. So I mean, just understand, right. I ain't no shade against your people,
and he'll still be cashing those checks.
I
don't think he'll even
care. I like roasting the Cowboys.
Yes, they make it so easy.
Yeah, they really, and I'm a Cowboys fan, and they really do. But this year's NFL season, it's been full of drama. It's been about everything but football.
Right.
And I think if we could, and not just the Cowboys, I'm saying every team. We've had so much drama, and I feel like if we could just lose the drama and get back to the business of football, hey, then we might have a reason to, But I can say I haven't watched a single game this season. I haven't sat and watched a single game this season for the first time.
I only watched the game. Well, once my team made it obvious they weren't going nowhere.
Yeah,
I watched
your team
was to make sure
your
the
team was more
lose.
Your team was more pitiful
had
than
one
mine.
job, bro. So you had to torture me for another week until the Sea Chickens actually had to beat the Cowboys. So I'm just saying they had one job, man. One job, man. So my thing about it was that's the only thing I guess I'm just super petty like that at my age. I'm just gonna sit up and watch the game so I can watch them lose. So no, you look like you ready to say something. What you get ready to say?
Now, just when you finished, I had a trending topic to mention.
Okay, well go right on it.
Okay, and so for all the sisters, just to let y'all know that Iceland is the first country in history, in our world, to make it illegal to pay women less than men.
I saw that. Now that's
it's the very first country who stood up to say that a qualified worker is a qualified worker. Their gender does not matter. This country requires companies to certify their equal pay practices. So if they pay a male more money than a female in the same position, then the state will come after them.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're holding them legally accountable.
They're saying that now in Iceland you have to pay women exactly what you pay men.
Yeah, and another issue that's come to the forefront is on the Today Show. Of course, we all know Matt Lauer left, and he was making.
No, he didn't leave.
Well, he didn't leave, but for whatever reason, I won't get into the details. Yeah. He's not there anymore. Okay, he's not there anymore. He was let go from the show. Matt Lauer made a huge amount of money. Of course, he's a male. Mm-hmm. Well, they replaced him on the desk with Hoda. She stepped in.
What you call me?
Hoda stepped in when he left. She's made a seamless transition, and like NBC has been reporting, and we all know, everybody loves Hoda. She's the hostess with the mostest. It doesn't matter where she shows up. She puts a smile on all of our faces. She's very intelligent, and we love to hear from her. Well, she stepped into that role. Well, they released her pay. Her compensation will be from the network between $5 to $7.5 million per year. And that's in line with her female co-host. So now they're letting females carry the Today Show, and fans are loving it, and their ratings are sky high since Matt Lauer is no longer there. And her salary is equal to that of the other female co-hosts, but both of their salaries combined don't equal a fraction of what Matt Lauer was bringing home. So it's kind of brought,
7.5? I get a sex change to get that.
Well, with her making that and the other female co-hosts making that, like they were saying, them together, they still don't even equal what Matt Lauer was making.
Well, did Matt have more experience and more time on the network?
No, he was no older than they all. They are, like they said, they all have impressive resumes. These aren't young people. You know, they're all at least middle age, and most of them have been with major networks, you know, for the bulk of their career.
Yeah.
He didn't have any experience over them. He was just the star of the show. He was Matt Lauer. But they were looking at the disparity between pay to males and females, and one of the hosts on one of the very popular E-network shows, she quit. She was getting paid like $3 million a year, $3 or $4 million a year, and she was like, "Okay, I'm a single parent." And then they had this other guy who's also a host. She co-hosts with him. She has more experience than he has, and he was making like triple her salary.
Dang,
and they wouldn't negotiate with her about it. And she said she left. She's not invested in her career to do the exact same job, the exact amount of travel, you know, to be getting paid. She wanted equal pay. So I thought that was very. Iceland did something very progressive, you know.
And, you know, of course, people in America, they always complain. You know, that was the biggest thing, especially during when Obama first ran. President Obama first ran in 2008. The biggest argument you heard from the right, that was the biggest argument. They just trying to make America like Europe. Remember, you heard a lot of that. They want to make it socialized. They were just they're trying to adopt this European. Well, first of all, white folk.
I thought it was against the law for that, though.
But see, here's the point.
I thought it was.
First of all, white folk, y'all came from Europe. So why you have an issue with America adopting what comes from the land that you guys originate from? That's the first thing. Secondly, we're not trying to be like Europe, because if we did, we'd have Speedy's bullet trains, and we would probably have universal health care. Kudos to Europe. So my whole thing about it is, but they're very progressive in a lot of things. Now, is there still a lot of racism in Europe? Yes, even in these countries that are very supposedly forward thinking and progressive. Okay, there's still a lot of hidden, deep-seated racism in Europe. But when it comes to how they treat their homegrown citizens, their born citizens, and their people who are citizens there, they are very progressive.
Yes, they are.
Far in front of the United States. And let's just be real about it. Even when we talk about historically, who abolished slavery, even though they had some form of colonialism, who abolished slavery before America did? Europe did.
Yeah. Yep.
Europe got rid of it first.
And they didn't have law enforced Jim Crow laws back in the day in Europe like they did here.
Right.
In Europe, you could be a person of color and you could sit in a restaurant. You could walk in the same door, you know, as you know, the natives of the country. Darker people were never separated.
Right.
You know, and that's why a lot of performers and artists and scientists throughout history during that age between slavery and the civil rights era, that's why so many African Americans defected. Can you blame them? Right. Can you blame them?
Jimi Hendrix just wanted some white meat.
Well, you know, no, more like
Quincy Jones did
more
too.
Like the white powder.
Yeah, he wanted white powder.
He wanted white powder.
Meat, but, you know.
But you see where I'm coming from.
Dave's got that lean and easy look about him. Dave, you okay over there, bro?
No, let me correct a couple of things.
Oh, here you go.
Although black people did defect, because a lot of entertainers would go to Europe and France, but let's not be fooled to think that the colonialism that continued to take place in Angola and other countries in Africa was perpetrated by France and Great Britain, and also in the Caribbean as well. They are still committing atrocities in from France in places like Congo and so on and so forth. If you ever get a chance to go to France and you look at the exhibit of 1,000 heads, those 1,000 heads are Africans. Okay, so my point being is white colonialism in different forms has affected the African diaspora all over this world.
Yeah. We had to talk about Belgium, who was when King Leopold, who was clearly a racist, and of course, you know, let's not even just stop at Africa. Let's go to India.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, they still had colonialism. Yeah, that
was their Jim Crow.
Yeah, right, that was their.
And they just didn't practice it in Europe.
Right, they didn't
practice it in
Africa.
Africa. Right, exactly.
Right. So you know, and we just have to be real. I mean, that, like I said, kudos to Iceland for doing it. I mean, you know, black folks. Well, how does what Iceland do affect me? Well, first of all, let's talk about it on the level of black people and how we should be doing stuff, and women in general. I've never had an issue with a woman making the same amount of money as a man. Good. So now you can come contribute to some of these bills over here. Look, the car note need to get paid.
Yep.
I'm paying the mortgage. Yeah,
I don't have a problem with it if in fact she's doing the same work.
job.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and not to upset anybody, but I've seen issues where both a woman and a male, and I'll take a physical job.
Right.
Okay. She does less work than he does, yet she's still making the same pay. Is that fair? Okay. They still have the same title, but he's required to lift all the heavy stuff, and she doesn't. That does occur sometimes. Okay. But certainly if two people are capable, if you've got a woman who's got an advanced degree in whatever, you got a man who's got an advanced degree in whatever, I don't understand why they wouldn't be paid the same. It doesn't make any sense.
Right.
So, but again, that's that white caste system
Right.
that you have. And
Right.
I also, that's great what Iceland is doing, but compare they always say, I think women make 87 cents on the dollar to a man?
Right here. When
Have you ever
Obama was
compared to
doing that,
what?
Lilly Ledbetter, right.
Have you ever compared that to what black people make on a dollar to white people? It's even less.
Well, hell, black
and
people can't even
even
get the job.
and even black women is like, I think they're like 67 cents on a dollar to white males.
To the
Okay,
same, yeah.
You see, so I think we get caught up in those bigger arguments.
Right.
We need to be focusing on black arguments. All right, because that's great what Iceland is doing, but ain't many black folks in Iceland. Okay.
No, but there are. They do have a black population.
Well, they do.
Yeah,
but
they
it
do.
ain't many
I
of
have
them.
several
up there.
Facebook
And if it
friends
wasn't
who
cold,
actually,
I heard
who
you
actually,
kicking in Iceland, boy.
who actually live in Iceland, and they do blogs on what it's like to be black in a white country.
And it's easy to,
know.
in a small country like that, it's easy to initiate those types of laws.
Yeah.
But in a country like America with this
There's
racist
homogeneous,
background,
yeah, it's
Right.
hard to
But
do
you
it.
know what?
Ain't
You
gonna
have
happen
to
in
start
America.
somewhere. So I know it was a small effort in a small place, but I still applaud it. There has to be a starting point. And unfortunately, the starting point is not always a large place.
Them brothers up there having a good time with them snow bunnies. I tell you, boy.
Actually, you know what? And actually, just to throw another tidbit in there, the African American or black population in Iceland, it's not really males; it's females.
That's what I thought.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, they done
One
got
of
them.
my Facebook friends was went out there
Yeah.
last week. To
And they go
There's
to
more sisters out there?
the sisters go to Iceland.
Oh, they done got them a Christian
And well,
race.
the thing about it is that you have to remember what they have in Iceland is a lot of men.
Right.
And of course, everyone travels.
Right.
So when when Icelandic men come to other countries, a lot of them meet them a beautiful sister, and she ends up marrying them. And if they go back to Iceland, they live in Iceland, and it's actually a very nice, expensive place to live.
Yeah.
So,
Iceland's
yeah.
doing it. For
One
a
of my-
little island that's off in
Yeah.
the North Atlantic that's all, all
Yeah.
isolated.
Yeah.
Iceland has a hell of an economy.
Well,
if they
I
don't
have
melt, it'll be
I have
fog land.
I have a
but, you know.
Facebook friend, and she's English. She was born and raised in London, and she lives in Iceland with her husband now. And she said, "I thought London was expensive. No, go to Iceland. It's completely different. You know, it's a very high dollar society. Just for regular living, it's high dollar. So
Really?
yeah.
So
yeah.
so everybody up there driving Audis and
Well, think about kind of like
Louis
Hawaii.
Vuitton bags.
Well, think about it kind of like Hawaii. You know how everybody talks about the $8 gallon of milk in
Right,
Hawaii?
right,
Same
right.
thing. Same thing.
Right,
So yeah.
right.
Puerto Rico was expensive too. When I was
Yeah,
there.
when everything has to be brought in,
Right.
you know, it
had to be imported.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
Makes
'Cause
it
you
expensive.
so you ain't seen a cow around here, have you?
exactly. Yeah, but pay those island prices. So
Yeah. So, and let me see.
Oh, speaking of women, Michelle Bachmann is thinking about running again. She's
Please
waiting.
no.
She's waiting on an answer from the Lord.
Man, really?
Go somewhere.
I'm serious. That's what she said.
She waiting on an answer from the Lord.
She's waiting on an answer from the Lord.
Did she wait on an answer from the Lord when she married her husband in drag?
I'm just saying she's planning to run.
No, she just needs to shut up, sit
Did she
down.
get defeated or did she leave?
She got defeated.
Oh,
Yeah, because she was like, she was the first of the initial nuts that came out during the Bush
Initial
administration.
right.
That was the growing seed of the Tea Party. Them idiots right there. These people on the far right. And see, here's the problem I have with this. And again, I'm going to hit this up because now you said that it reminded me of something else. You talking trending, and this is local trending. The Tea Party initially did not necessarily start with Barack Obama. That's just a term they put to a movement from the alt-right as we call it. these nutbags have been in our government since after 9/11. Before that, but they've got more. Oh, I think we got a phone call. No?
Not yet.
Okay. He said somebody says he on the phone.
Well, let's see. Maybe I did.
Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dave. You on the hello, this Devil's Advocate Radio. We are giving out 5 drums of bucket gravy for your call. Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Rachel from Car Holder Service.
Boy, what's up? Talk to me.
Hey, man, I'm on BlackEskimosMeet.com looking for an Icelandic woman. It's pretty cool on this website. Y'all check it out.
Yes, there they give out complimentary baby wipes.
Yeah, man, but like everything is like sheepskin. It's pretty different over there. I'm trying to figure it out.
They got any goats over there? Okay.
I ain't seen no ghosts, but I ain't been looking for them either, so I don't know.
They got any wolves over there? I like a wolf. It's got good fur.
It is wolf season, though. You know, it is cold outside.
Yeah, go and get a wolf and pet on them. But talk to us, Stanley. What's been going on? What's been going on? How was your New Year's, my man?
Oh, man, my New Year was like last year, man. It's just blessed to be above ground, so I ain't going to complain. It could be a lot worse.
Now, did you make any news for New You this year, did you?
No, man, the only thing I'm trying to grow my hair out like Trump so I can like a fool, too.
So talk.
Hey, do you think Trump is going to come to the Black Panther movie?
Oh.
If he do come, please save me. I don't want to sit right next to him the whole time. I think me and Trump could really be friends, man, because the only thing that separates us is money.
Boy, yeah, a whole lot of it.
And melanin.
Yeah. But I don't know.
But I like to go out like the special clubs and no, never mind. It's Christian right now.
So I got a question. Talk to us. What's been going on in Trinidad? What do you got? You got some good stuff for us, Stanley?
Man, all I know, man, is I'm trying to get my hands on this book that the White House trying to block because apparently it's going to be a bestseller.
Yes, yeah. Head Sanford was telling about that. What you know about it? Talk to us. What you know anything about that?
All I know is that I grew up in a house where my grandfather used to always tell us it's better for folks to think you a fool rather than open up your mouth and prove it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, apparently somebody wrote it all down. And so the fool is trying to stop folks from proving it. But I can't wait to get a copy, man. This might be the first time I've ever read a book in a day. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be hard to put down. And then I just got a tweet from a text from Michael B. Jordan. They trying to boycott the movie because his girlfriend white.
Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Hyperfeminism.
I just told him, just let me holler at your girl while you making the movie.
Thank you.
I think they was probably joking about that, though.
No, they actually went in because probably his girlfriend's white or mixed or something. I don't know.
Here's what irritates me about that. Number one, people can love who they want to love.
Right.
But, no offense to sisters, but they get all up in arms about all black men dating or marrying white women. But they never get up in arms when you see black women dating white men and marrying them. They never do that. So let's stop this stupidity. People can love who they want to love, folks. That's just the bottom line on that. Get over it.
Yeah, I agree 100%, and I'm just glad he ain't in love with a white man. So I'm
there you go. There you go. There you go. Good point.
Thank you.
Yeah, because more than likely that white girl probably bad, and she probably got a real nice BMW.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's just angry for no reason. That's what I said. So,
but what kills me though, and I know we getting ready to get off the air, but what kills me is this. And black women, you can be mad at me. You can hit me on my inbox at DeSandra Boylan at Facebook.com. But this is what I want to tell you. I get so tired of folks inboxing me, asking me about my friend, and then the next question is he married? Well, are you married? And what difference do it make? Because if you inbox with somebody about their free, you already got your mind made up what you want to do with him anyway. And if he attractive, successful, and look good, he probably married anyway if he over 40 years old. But that's next week's topic. But again, if you mad, inbox me at DeSandra Boylan at Facebook.com.
He gonna put me all out there.
Yeah. And my friends call me Uni.
Boy, yo.
Because But that's short for unicorn because I'm over 40. I ain't married.
Boy, you see this day. This is what you let him on. Don't look at me.
Your guess, not mine.
And I want to send a shout out to all the sisters that stayed up for that new hair for New Year's, but it smelled like smoke and wine. It's time to wash it. You know, even though it's cold, wash it and put one of them little plastic Jerry curl bags from Holiday Inn that you got in your purse because you keep all the shampoo. And never mind. Hey, Happy New Year, man. Hope you have a good New Year.
Boy, get off my phone.
I'm finna go to Payway and get me some scrimps.
Okay, get you some shrimp, boy, and cake you a value. Well, we holler at you later. Thanks for calling in. Jesus. Every time. All right, people, we are out of here today. Like I say again, I don't know. This boy here. So we will see you guys next Friday. Thank you guys for joining us in. I want to thank the Versas, of course, my man Head Sanford, Uncle Dave, doing what we do as always. So, again, we'll see y'all guys next week. Have a great time. We got some great events coming up, some new merchandise coming out with Devil's Advocate name attached to it. And we will see you around. Don't forget, Black Panther movie. We're getting ready to get the poster put out for it, start advertising. So let's go on and make this work, people. And we'll see you again next week. And don't forget, if you can't stand the heat, stay out of Hell's Kitchen. See you, folks.
You got it. The Joy Network.